Top of the top. What's up? What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all. What's up? Shout out to everybody that's up, tapped in. What's up, y'all? Happy to see everybody this morning. What's up? Back on the Sunday. Let's just get into it. We're gonna be talking about a couple things, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. But yeah, now to tap in. Some real things we're gonna talk about. What's up? What's up? What's up? So hopefully everybody been having a good weekend. Y'all see everything is going fast, about to be September, y'all. So let's go. We're gonna be talking about Coach Prime, SHEDEUR. I got to watch some of the game yesterday, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about basically we just gonna be doing an update, y'all. That's it. SHEDEUR had a bad game yesterday. His other son, SHILO, I cannot believe that his son actually tried to fight somebody. His son was throwing punches. I don't know why these people don't get it, y'all. We're going to get into it, but one of the main things I want to talk about is how I just saw that they said Vegas has not been making no money this whole summer. Vegas is going down. Like financially, this was one of Vegas' worst summers in a while. It's a reason for that. You just think, why is Vegas going through a money crisis this particular summer? Then what I saw about Vegas, what they said about the Vegas thing is they saying that being that Vegas is taking losses, it is going to affect the rest of America. And I'm thinking like, that's straight BS because have nothing to do with Vegas. All right, we're going to get into that. And we're going to get into Serena Williams, man. So, like I said, she's on the list too. So once again, this is the episode of everybody being disgraced. So when you put it all together, you're going to keep seeing everybody that had a big name, everybody of status in their field. They just can't get no good news. And it's not going good for them. So now, y'all, a lot of us know Serena Williams been bugging out, man. I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is she, in my opinion, when I've been seeing Serena lately, she's been getting humiliated. Ever since she lost to Coco Gauff, ever since she has, I'm just going to say it straight out. You're going to notice this, y'all. We're going to look at it today. Ever since Serena Williams started hanging with those rappers, you're going to see her career went in the toilet. But now it's not about her career no more. She's retired. Everything she worked for, everything she established, her respect, everything's going down the drain now, man. They saying Serena Williams is a sellout, y'all, because she pushing a knockoff Ozempic. Yup, a knockoff version, a generic version. Serena Williams is in a contract, y'all, with a company. In my opinion, somebody's making her do it. But it also showed that something ain't right. Because Serena Williams is supposed to be promoting health, y'all. Health. She promoting something else, but the fans on her, they saying she a sellout, and they saying that because she trying to lie, Serena trying to lie and say that she been having problems losing weight, so she had to take this drug. But the fans saying, nah, you full of it. So we're going to get into it today. And also, remember when I said stuff like a lot of them going to be used to push certain brands. Serena Williams is one of them. She's in a contract to push these brands. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get into it, y'all. Everybody up on the sun. I was just letting people pull up. Yeah, we up live. Shout out to everybody that's not up yet. Shout out to everybody on the replay. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's go. It's getting weird. This thing with Serena is very weird. Very weird. Let's go. Serena Williams suspect behavior. DEION, SHEDEUR, SHILO family disgraced. And yes, y'all, I believe some of them be in certain programs. I don't care what nobody say. Some of them out of their mind. Let's go, y'all. Deion Sanders breaks silence on NFL allegedly making an example out of SHEDEUR. Now, y'all know I had to speak on this because everybody on the channel knows we speak about many different topics that play out. When I tie it together to show you the sports, it's all together because it's sports, entertainment, everything. So when all of this started, y'all know draft day before that, I said the NFL was sticking it to Deion Sanders because of his arrogance. I said it's not really SHEDEUR's fault. He listened to his father, both his sons. To speed it up, I'm also going to ask them, we're going to look at something else later. Like when I asked the question, did LeBron James really teach and train Bronny? We also going to look at today. Did Deion Sanders really train and teach his sons? Or was he just focusing on his career, like I said already? But let's rewind it. Remember when I said the NFL wanted to make an example out of him to let Deion know you will not finesse the NFL like you did the HBCU, like you do in Buffalo. They all know your package deal. You had a gimmick, Deion. You had Shannon Sharp and others backing you online. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw everybody that was backing Deion. Joy Taylor, Shady McCoy, Fox Sports, all networks with people Deion complexion, they were going hard behind Deion, meaning they were all promoting SHEDEUR as being the greatest. Even though it was other quarterbacks and SHEDEUR did not play the highest level of competition, but the truth is they were being biased, y'all, on national TV. When I was saying stuff like using these people platforms for your own personal gain. That's the stuff I told you, you're not going for that. Meaning you have to be fair. SHEDEUR Sanders is a good player. He is good, but they were making him more hype than what he was because it was, I'm saying my opinion. It looks on the outside like Deion Sanders was trying to manipulate a situation for his whole family, and I'm not knocking that. Also for his sons, but also for himself. See, why are we going to say that? Because it was not all about his sons. How we know that? Because his son would be better. His son would know better. The story I've been getting on SHEDEUR Sanders, y'all, is he's incompetent to an extent. We're going to talk about it. But I said the NFL wanted to embarrass Deion and stick it to him. Because it was said that he thought he was going to be some coach in the NFL, a lot of different stuff. So anyway, this what been said. Somebody else, a Hall of Famer, said the same thing. The NFL wanted to make an example out of Deion. Also, y'all, this all tied in with Michael Parsons. This is for the future as well. This is not just about Deion and SHEDEUR. This is about the future, to let all of them know you don't run nothing. If you get drafted, you better appreciate it. This also have to do with all that trade stuff. Y'all didn't appreciate it. So not only that, Deion and his son was trying to push the brand, legendary. They were pushing the brand hard before they even got drafted. We're going to look at that. So he really showed his hand. If all they had to do was play it humble, all Deion had to do was just let his son be, go through the procedure. You know what else they said, y'all? They said if the Browns didn't draft his son, the NFL was going to let his son not get drafted. That's what's being alleged. All right? So Deion allegedly addressed it, but he was talking sidebars. So let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right, we up. Shout out to everybody that's up. Yeah, also, we're going to, it's a reason why Jerry Jones don't want to deal with Michael Parsons' agent. Michael Parsons' agent allegedly is the same agent that represented Deshaun Watson, the guy that got accused of 20-something spa misbehavior interactions. I got to be clear on this, all right? Deshaun Watson paid a payout to 20 women because I call him a serial spa pervert. He couldn't stay out of spas. And his sports agent is the same agent for Michael Parsons. That's why it is being said that Jerry Jones is not too fond of Michael Parsons' manager or agent, whatever. Now, back to this. Excuse me for that, y'all. I just don't want to forget. So, now everything is blowing up in Deion's face, y'all. But guess what? Now he gets to hide out because he's the coach. His sons, just yesterday, both his sons embarrassed. Not just embarrassed. I'm looking at it from an outside look. They portray his sons to be stupid, incompetent. And that's the reflection of him, y'all. Because I think he just taught his sons about getting this money. We're going to get this money and stuff like that. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Early this month, Shedeur Sanders' NFL career began with a promising preseason outing, completing 14 of 23. So he had 2 touchdowns. He had a decent game last week. But see, that was last week. It's also said Shedeur been missing practice. Shedeur Sanders also got 2 speeding tickets. So anyway, we're going to get to this right here. As they say, the performance was quickly added to the conversation that the NFL may have deliberately tanked his draft stock, which I said his draft stock got crashed, which means he wasn't getting no money. The whole key of the draft meant he wasn't getting no millions, period. That was my opinion. My opinion was Deion wanted the millions. But being that got crashed, no millions. When they kept talking first round pick, second, all this high pick, they really were saying, my son gonna get the most money. My son gonna get the big money. That's really what they were saying, y'all. When he kept with the whole process of them pushing him to be number 1 in the country was really pushing for his son to get the biggest amount of money as a top rookie. Now, I'm not going to say that was their only intentions, but that's the main part of it. And once they made him get drafted 5th round, that made it where he don't even get I don't even think he get $1 million, y'all. All right, so that already destroyed their whole plans. Now it's a matter of if his son going to get cut or not. So as you see right here, Hall of Famer running back Eric Dickerson made waves by claiming the league insiders warned teams not to draft Shedeur, allegedly in an attempt to make an example out of him. All right? So, another guy, Dick Vitale, some of y'all know about him. Long story short, he said it was sad how they did Shedeur. Was a raw deal. So you see right here, they saying insiders said that league insiders warned teams not to draft Shedeur. Why? Because I told you they all together. That's how it worked. Those 32 teams are really family because they're all rich, and some of their families come from rich histories, and they are families. And not only that, they worked together for years, grew up together for years. So that's why I say. So when I say stuff like, if Michael Parsons don't work this out, so yeah, y'all, you seeing it right there. But my point is, this is everything I already spoke about, just by me reading the forecast of what been going on, because I've been watching Deion's run the whole time since when they was in the black college. I watched the whole grind. So yeah. And then see what it was too, y'all. They got real cocky and arrogant. So let's just get into the facts. This is what Deion Sanders said. This is what he had to say. He throwing slick bars. So he said, lies and flies are attracted to the same thing. Basically, y'all know what that means. Lies and flies are attracted to the same thing. SHIT. So he basically saying it's been a lot of lies, fabrication, stuff like that. And I'm just going to say what I said before. Deion should have owned up to a lot of this. Like I say, he might be a good dude, but I feel like he ruined it with his son. And I'm going to just say it like this. Maybe if Deion wasn't trying to coach and he just focused on coaching his son, I think his son would have been way better. Both his sons. All right? It's impossible to run a team and train your son to be the best at the same time. All right. So, like I said, this is why I say part of this whole run with his sons was for him too. All right. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not knocking him for that. It's just a reality. It backfired on him, y'all. It backfired on him. So this is draft day. Now we got to go back to draft day. We already went into this, but you see, they was trying to brand themselves. They was going too hard, like they had it made. They would push. See, and I don't blame SHEDEUR because he don't know no better. DEION on draft day did this, but he did this back in the 80s, y'all. When he took over draft day with all his jewelry on, and he was the man floss, and that was the old NFL. He trained SHEDEUR to do that now. Yeah, son, we're gonna get this money. We're gonna brand. You know, he got his big ass chain. Look in the back. The most important thing is what's in the back, the legendary brand. So this is draft day, y'all. They are pushing brands before they even get in the NFL. When I say stuff like the NFL is not stupid, when they know you got a brand, they know once you get with the NFL or certain teams, your brand go through the roof. They know this. No, y'all, this is about a lot of stuff. It's about a lot of stuff. So y'all want first round pick, high round pick. You want that payout. Y'all already bringing y'all established brand. Okay. DEION, you going to brand yourself up the NFL too. That's right. We seen what y'all did with college. Y'all going to brand. You, all three of your sons going to brand up the NFL. But see, all they had to do was play it humble, get in first, let his sons win, then start doing that other stuff. They were doing too much. This is what I want y'all to see. Look at the chain he got on. He got on a big chain on draft day like he made it already, y'all. Meanwhile, he didn't even get drafted that day. So when people like me and others said they wanted to stick it to him, because it's not just about him, it's about everybody else that's to come. When I told you certain things, certain people not important no more. All right, so look, right here, draft day. All of this was not necessary on draft day, y'all. He pushing the brand. See that? Legendary. Calling himself legendary with the money sign. That's come from his father. Now look at the hats. Merch sell. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they were selling the merchandise that day, but you will clearly see all of this is draft day. So now look at it like this. Is this corporate, y'all? Is this humble? Does this look like I'm fresh out of college trying to get a good job? Family got on a big chain like he sell drugs. Like he's straight out the hood. He got his hair nappy like he's straight on the block. They moving hats like they're in the hood store. And he didn't even get drafted yet. So I'm talking about the big picture. This was not, none of this was smart. And you will clearly see that this looking like some thirsty-ish to me. That's what I'm saying. To me, it looked thirsty. This looked like, look, man, nothing I say as a fact. I'll be entertaining y'all. But it looked to me like this says, son, we getting this money. Like I say, this look like we getting this money, son. That's what it looked like. It looked like hustling. This is draft day, y'all. Come on now. The other kid, now look at it like the other kids. Then there's also this thing where you got college. So, like it was said with Buffalo, or, you know, with Colorado. Look, long story short, y'all. Many college kids are college kids. What make your son more privileged than others? Other families might be in debt, struggling to make sure their kids go to these colleges. And here you are coming out like your son is the favorite and everybody else's son is a nobody. So, like I said, it all played out. Because on draft day, you know, he could have been more humble than this. And y'all also know that he really supposed to be, he could have been in his suit, just chilling. I don't even know if they tried to create their own atmosphere. I don't know what they was doing, y'all. But all I know, in my opinion, it wasn't smart at all. They went into straight hood mode on draft day. I don't know what that was about. That's all I don't get. Mind you, I've saw DEION with my own eyes working at the NFL Network on TV in suits. Look, I'm not lying to you. I've seen this man at one point. DEION was wearing church suits, like, you know, that was his persona. He was just wearing suits. Then when he got with the Colorado wave, he started getting on some hood type of thing. Like, because I know that they feel like they sell tickets. And this is what I was talking about. They turned it into a you-know-what show, and that was for that money. But they tried to take that behavior to the NFL. So like I said, in my opinion, when he went to the Browns, that was NFL penitentiary for him. Now they're admitting it, saying that allegedly insiders said not to draft him. And I heard it was said that if the Browns didn't get him, he wouldn't have got drafted. But they saying now, being that he had a bad day yesterday, he might actually get cut. Yep. So see that? This after the draft. Showing you that he's promoting, like he can't leave the jury alone, y'all. He never humbled it. He never humbled himself. This is posted on the NFL page. There's no humility, y'all, at all. Okay, your father's Deion Sanders. You're already the man. You good. Like I say, he's good, but he's not. He wasn't the best. I'm just gonna say that. But you keep seeing this behavior, y'all. Then what they say, he was acting a certain way at the interviews. Like it was certain. This was part of it. It was said certain teams they disrespected. It was said that certain teams he sat in front of, like he was not interested, and was brushing them off. And being that he didn't want to get drafted by certain teams, they said he was acting basically dumbing out on purpose, because it was said that him and his father had an idea where they was going at. And it was like Deion had it. It was like this how it all plays out. Okay, allegedly it was like Deion had it all figured out. He knew where they was going at, and he knew where his son was going to get drafted at. What's up, Queen of Detroit? And Deion allegedly had it all figured out. But that day it didn't play out how they thought it was. That's what made it so deep. Because he just knew he had it wrapped up. Because it worked when they was at Colorado. He got the money. So long story short, y'all. Draft day, this was not necessary. They got the brand out. I think they had a party. He told son, put on your biggest chain. After the draft, he's still flossing diamonds. He's getting speeding tickets twice and missing practice days. So, what's up, Punches? Being that I know that SHILO was raised in a house his whole life with his dad. He was raised in a mansion on property with acres. All he knows is what his dad told him and teached him. So that's why I say I don't blame SHEDEUR none of this. It's not his fault. And he can play, but he's just not what he was hyped up to be. That's his dad's fault. I feel like his dad hyped it up to get a big deal. But if SHEDEUR would have just, if it would have just played out regular, I think he would have been in the top 10 of the first round. So that's my opinion. Now, being that the plan has backfired, because now on all sports networks, on everywhere, they talking about both his sons. His son, SHILO, tried to fight somebody, y'all. That was the worst of the worst. So they say he definitely might not be. His son got ejected from a preseason game on TV, trying to swing on somebody else. You going to tell me Deion Sanders taught his sons how to act? Oh, well, man. I think his son forgot he was on camera, y'all. All right, let's go. Let's go, y'all. So like I said, as we see, the plan didn't work out. So you see it was all about the branding. See him holding the chain? It was all about the branding. So the NFL is not going for that. Think about it. Let's just think. The NFL lets you in. Okay, at least play a year or two. You're a rookie coming in already ready to push your brand as a rookie. That's why I know that's part of it. See, if you're on the bench, your brand is already get it, low level, because he's a bench player now. But if now I look at it, if he would have came in first round, top quarterback in the NFL, he got the biggest bag. Boom. He's on a certain team. Now he already has the brand legendary. His brand legendary doubles in value because of his status in the NFL. See, like I said, they know all of this stuff. So you're going to see, and this what else they was doing. Let me not forget. They kept posting and posting and posting and posting and posting on the gram. So let me not forget. They posted when he first bought the chain. They was flossing the chain on Instagram. That's another thing he kept doing his whole career. They kept posting. I told you these people do not respect that, y'all. They know what's up. When I kept, I'm not trying to keep repeating this stuff. They know who's under the influence of that cell phone. I just saw them on TV talking about it again, man. They keep talking about it. They were just talking about the kids with the phone. They was talking about from the elementary school kids to the college kids, how this is their brain, this is what they're into, and they have no social life, and it's affecting their school. It just talked about it just now this morning, y'all. So everybody knows this, man. They know it's a different era we in. No, it's not just a different era. It's a different brain and a different mind we dealing with. And people know this. So I don't ever think even SHEDEUR comprehended it, because remember, he got served with a silver spoon. So you'll see his father already had him in promotional mode, smiling, jewelry, shining, flossing, and they just kept posting. The whole, you get it? They wouldn't stop. And his father, DEION tweets a lot. He tweets a lot. We're going to get into that. DEION also has been quoting Bible scriptures, y'all. He always goes to God in the Bible, but he only does that when things don't look good. I just got to keep it real. So let's go. All right. So you see, he thought he had it figured out, but both of his sons, SHEDEURSanders, if I'm not mistaken, he got sacked 5 times. He fumbled. He looked bad yesterday. They were saying he was holding the ball too long. They was trying to say that he was basically, this is what they said, man. He was holding the ball too long, trying to look good, and was getting sacked. Saying he was doing too much. Meanwhile, his brother, this is what he does, y'all, on national TV. And he is not even officially on the team. So what exactly are we looking at? What just happened? Who is this? His kids' fault? Is it Deion's fault? Did Deion really teach his kids? Are they rebellious? What is this about? To me, it looked like they both wasn't focused. It looked like they were stuck in 2 worlds of fame of their dad, fame of social media, and actually performing. Now, I do believe they are good players, but I feel like they would have been better, because I know what's up. This generation is good, but still, it's a percentage of them still wrapped up in social media, which is going to take away from all of their greatness. I already know that, because they don't spend enough time being great. They came in with this balance and everything out shit, and it don't work like that. Just like what Michael Parsons don't understand, when you play for the Cowboys, you always going to get money even after you retire. Always. If you're a respected Cowboy, you always get money to the day you die. That's the part where that Jerry Jones stuff work out at. What people don't get. See, people, they be thinking about the NFL now, but they don't think about their body get broke down or they finish with, or years later when it's 20 years later. See, that's why I'm trying to tell you. So they got tricked and caught up in everything now. Get the fame, son, get the clout, brand. You always get a chance to brand, but you get it. This is draft day, y'all. So I'm not stupid. I'm gonna look at it many ways. The NFL made it where he actually thought on draft day he was gonna get drafted first. Then the camera's gonna catch him right there. Legendary. The brand gets promoted. He's shining on draft day, and it's a successful day, but not just for the NFL. For him. He also, look, y'all, now look at it from the NFL. This looks like cocky arrogance. Fool, you didn't even get the NFL logo, and you're focusing on pushing your logo. See, that's not humility. Get it? This is the same scenario. I'm going to make it simple. This is just like this. I'm throwing a party on my birthday, and you going out your way to make sure you fresher than me on my birthday. and you going out your way to make sure you outshine me on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but that's like what this is. You get it? You make like he making a plan. Like it's all strategic. Like we're gonna make sure we outshine everybody on draft day, even the NFL. You get it? It didn't pan out like that. It was a lot of reasons, y'all. Plus, this is to let everybody know, like I said, a lot of this stuff is public humiliation to let people know that y'all manipulated y'all way for a minute with contracts, all of that. It's not working no more. It's not about y'all no more. We got viewership regardless. All right. And this one I said is not a race thing because the #1 quarterback that got drafted. All right. All right, then. It wasn't about race. I said it was to stick it to Deion. So when I say all of this, now let's look at all of this. All of this is Deion's fault. Why? He's supposed to know better. That's how I know he's the one behind it. Simple. He's supposed to be like, son, I don't think this is a good idea. Let's just chill out. We don't, Deion co-signed all of this because he thought it was going to work. I mean, not even thought it was going to work. Deion was the man. He different. He played baseball, football. He was the man like that. So on draft day, he really was like that. Plus, it was back in the day. So he knew he was getting drafted top rank. He had all the jury, he was shining. But he tried to play it out through his son the same way. But in this world, it was about the branding as well. If my son get drafted first round and he's the starting quarterback, and he in the locker room after games, he talking in his legendary t-shirt, that brand goes up. I'm gonna give y'all another clue, y'all. Remember Big Baller brand? Y'all remember the Ball brothers? Remember their daddy was pushing that brand? No, he messed up at once again. You're gonna see they were pushing that brand, Baller brand, coming out with $300 sneakers, pushing the brand. NBA was like, then you're gonna push that brand in the NBA. Next thing you know, what happened? You seen that Big Baller brand get broken up, right? Somehow Lonzo got traded, somehow he got hurt. And yeah, because I'm telling you, they don't play with that branding or whatever. Come to find out, they say Lonzo Ball knee messed up because of those shoes. That's what they say. I don't know if it's true. But you're going to see they were pushing the brand. They were pushing the brand so hard before his sons actually made it. You can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to at least get in the game, be nice first. But that ain't the case. They're going to want to make money off it. So, like I said, they stuck it to him, y'all, for a lot of reasons. And that's why I put it on Deion, because he's supposed to know better. So I think it was a plan they had. Hey, it could have been positive, but it didn't pan out. All right, so SHILO Sanders got ejected from the Buccaneers preseason finale for taking a swing at the Bills. Now, mind you, y'all, this was the most important game of the preseason. It's simple as this. He had one decent game. One game, he didn't do nothing. This was his last chance to have a good game, a solid game on camera to state his point that he's a good player and he deserves to be in the NFL. He's the son of Deion Sanders. I think he also played the same position as his dad. Long story short, y'all, yesterday was his most important day to make the team as well. This is what he did. So I need somebody to explain to me, what is this about? Is his kids off in the head? A lot of this stuff is just common sense, y'all. SHEDEUR got 2 speeding tickets. You just got hired at your job, y'all. You on probation at your job. You're not officially on your benefits yet. And you get 2 speeding tickets going to work. And your job know about it. That's SHEDEUR. Was that his first time really driving away from home, away from dad? He didn't know how to drive in regular zones. Got to remember, you grow up rich is different. You grow up rich with your dad balling. Now you in Cleveland. You got to drive normal. You keep getting speeding tickets. No, y'all, this shit got something to do with some things, man. I went in all this already before. A lot of this stuff is mental, y'all. When I tell you, watching a reflection of a mental generation raised under headphones, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi devices, trying to do a whole lot, gamers and a whole bunch of stuff. Yes, they're good, but they're not 100% focused on their craft. We got to look at, it was a time where I knew people that played sports. I played sports too. But I know the real people that made it on sports, that's all they did 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. That's all they did. And that's what the greats, I mean, people just know that. But the smart people also know too, when you become great, you always going to get all the brands. You always going to get all the money after that. Once your name is established, you're going to get the money. They was trying to get the money before they was established, y'all. So that's all I'm telling you. It's about corporation money, branding. Now, don't forget, this is the sad part. This is the sad part, which goes with my opinion when I said that Deion Sanders also did this to brand himself. Why? If his sons both get kicked out the NFL today, he still has his job. He just got his $50 million contract. So his son's being humiliated. They might not have a job, but he's still good. So in the end, like I said, he still won. So this ain't no hate. This is just reality what it is. Because like I said, I'm not going to forget the people in Jackson, Mississippi, where they established this whole thing at. Because when he was at Jackson, he didn't have 50 million, but he got it now. So I was able to see the steps, and now it's playing out in his favor. Meanwhile, his sons are getting dragged. No, the narrative on Deion's sons is they are incompetent. All right? This is draft day once again. Draft day for them was a show. So when I tell you they kept posting, and his whole career, they did a lot of bragging, talking, disrespecting other teams. They did a lot, y'all. Talk, the big mouths. So they already knew what's up. It's only one way to humble the big mouths. You got to embarrass them. Draft day, y'all. All right? So all black on, leather, chain. No, y'all. No. After he got drafted, he could have changed it to these clothes. That's all he had to do. After he got drafted, changed it to the clothes, brought the merch out. All right? He could have did it after. No, that's why they made him wait like 2 days. And that's why the next scene we saw him and his dad and family was sitting in the backyard. Yeah, that's what we saw in him. So it's Deion's fault, y'all. You know, it is. Let's look at it again. It's Deion's fault. His dad, the one that schooled him. Now, son, after we get this money, we going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna come coach you where you at. So you just give me a little 5%. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna look out for SHILO. You're gonna be all right, son. Don't worry about it. See? That's how they look when that shit didn't go right. When that shit didn't go right, y'all, that's how that shit started looking. See that? That's what it didn't look right. You can see it, y'all. That's why I love, yo, picture and film is the greatest, y'all. Now you can see, same location, something ain't looking right. I think that first round wasn't looking right. You see it, y'all. No, and the only thing that's messed up, now Deion is chilling, he has the money, he has nothing to do with this stuff no more. All right, so see, after the draft, flossing. Let it be known, when I get in NFL, it's going to be a lot of flossing. He let it be known, y'all. He can't wait. So, yeah, that's why they said, no, you're number 5 on the bench, and you might get cut. Well, all you got to know is, if you don't got to know football, just know a man that's going on 40 is the starting quarterback over him. So all you got to know, Joe Flacco. So anyway, they listen to their dad. It's his fault. All right, he had the cowboy gimmick going. It is what it is. He's behind the whole thing, man. See, both sons on draft day. That's before the draft was exposed. All right, it's very simple, y'all. This is before draft exposed. This is after. This is when it ain't looking too good. So you see him and his bro. Everything is a big joke. Draft day. See that? Everything leading up to the draft. It's a big joke. We selling this gear. We chilling. We got this, son. So it didn't pan out that way, y'all. And now they're saying SHEDEUR Brown's fate revealed as roster cuts loom. Letting it be known, y'all. It's a possibility he might get cut. Wow. And this is what I think. I think if all this stuff never happened, I think he would he would not be in this situation. I don't blame SHEDEUR. Now, the only thing SHEDEUR has to get blamed for, I forgot recently, thank you, Jobs. I forgot recently, we did look at SHEDEURSanders running up on that old news reporter. That's not good. That's strike, another strike. But SHEDEUR also did show a little bit of arrogance in certain situations. So that ain't enough because he's young. But most of this has to do with his father. His father messed up his money, y'all. And I'll get it to SHEDEUR too. He still be smiling. He still be positive, man. That's why I be like, yo, man, it's kind of weird to me, man. When I say that, I'm trying to like use the right words. I don't know if SHEDEUR is off a little bit in the head, or I don't know if he just listened to his dad. Because the truth is, he didn't even get his millions, y'all. He didn't even get his millions over this. His millions got messed up. That's the part that is messed up. That's the part that I feel bad for him about, because he's a young man. He did put the work in. He did everything he's supposed to do. He played. But when it came time for him to get his millions, he got messed up because he got drafted 5th round. I think he got like 700,000 or something like that. So who fault is that, y'all? Who fault is it that SHEDEUR did not get his millions? Because I feel like if he was just a regular quarterback and got drafted like he was supposed to, without all the hype, I feel like he still would have been in a good position. And I also feel like if he would have went to the team he was supposed to go to, because it was said certain teams they were not going to. Deion said his own mouth. So being that he didn't want to go to certain teams, maybe the team that wanted him is the team that had the money for him, y'all. So that's why I say it's all playing out real simple now. But now they saying, this is what they're saying, his son, not smart. Not smart. That's SHILO. National TV. Fighting, y'all. He threw a bad game. He got sacked 5 times, fumbling. They had him scrambling. Yeah. But after the game, he was still smiling. I give it to him. Now, I just hope he's not the type to smile to stop from crying. Like, he really could be fed up with his dad, but he going to do about it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, he really could be fed up. So, anyway, I'm just showing y'all the update on that. They saying he might get cut, and definitely SHILO might get cut. That's that. So, all I want to know is, like the same thing I asked with LeBron James and Bronny. Did Deion really teach his kids discipline? Did he really have enough people teaching him? Because not too long ago, Antonio Brown was arguing with him, and Antonio Brown did say SHILO was trash. And it's actually proven right now. All right? So, I'm going to say this is very simple. If DEION, y'all, it's very simple. Let's just look at it. If he was coaching in Jackson, Mississippi, if he coached one college, then he go coaches another college, none of that time was applied just to his 2 sons. I mean, he had to coach other players. He had to do a lot of other stuff. That is the reality, that he didn't put everything into teaching his own kids. And it's simple. Meaning they're good, but maybe if he'd have spent more time with them, they'd have been better. Same thing I said about Bronny. If LeBron is doing all this other stuff, commercials, movies, all this stuff, how is LeBron actually teaching Bronny? It already played out, y'all. So we're going to leave it at that. I think they thought the way this game was set up at that time was, due to the fact that you are my sons, you're going to get the money, they're going to love you, and you're going to be okay. And you're going to be favored over everybody else's children. I think that's just what they believe, y'all. But it didn't pan out that way. The one to the right is a knucklehead. The one to the left, he suffered. And I also do think they're going to use this as an example. They're going to use SHEDEUR as an example, y'all. Because for anybody that know the history of the NFL, It has already been said, and it's a behind the scenes thing where they say that those type of quarterbacks are not that smart. So he just goes with the narrative. And Michael Vick admitted that he didn't even read his playbook. He didn't even study. So, yeah. Now let's go. So, look, matter of fact, look. Deionsanders posts cryptic quote from Bible. After Shiloh's ejection, Shedeur's sacks. Deion started talking about my enemies. He started quoting scriptures in the Bible that apply to my enemies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Deion, what does that have to do with football? It's okay to take losses, bro. It's okay to come up short. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay. All right. So now y'all see. Now Deion want to say he got enemies. But he still got his $50 million. All right. So now, Deion, what you have to do is you have to give your son some of that money because they help you get that money. If you wasn't coaching them at that black HBCU college, if you was not coaching them, you would never even be called Coach Brown like that. Plus, you had their homeboy, Travis Hunter. See, them young boys got you where you at. Them young boys got you where you at, Deion. Keep it real. So being that your sons didn't get their big money, you need to break them off some of them millions. All right? Yeah, at least $5 million apiece, 10%. All right, let's go to this sorry. Hey, I've been told you what they was turning into. I'm not going to repeat it again. I already said it's something going on with them people of, all right? Turned into a boy. What is wrong with Serena Williams? Something going on with Serena, y'all. What is wrong with her? Is this her humiliation? You're going to take this Ozempic. You're going to take it. Or we're going to drop these videos on you. You're going to push this brand. I don't know. Now, the truth is this, y'all. She ruined her legacy. She's ruined. And I'm going to say she should have never, ever, ever been hanging around them rappers. They ruined her, remember? Ever since she got betrayed as a thought, I think she started partying more. Now, supposed to be one of the top respected athletes. She is being cooked and fried because she's promoting what you see right there, y'all. And she's also busted because she's trying to promote. She using the excuse of she been having problems losing weight. I'm not that smart, y'all. But I never heard of an athlete that had problem losing weight. An athlete. So being that Serena Williams is promoting this stuff, the stuff we already spoke about, not going in today, I'll just say this. You see how you got to shoot it up, right? See how you got to shoot in your stomach, right? When you think about all the other drugs, you got to shoot up. We went into all that already. You don't got to know what to do. Just look at Serena. Look at the old Serena. That's before and after. No. That's I spoke about all this. People don't come on, man. I'm tired of keep going over these same idiots. It's ways to lose weight. When you lose weight the right way, you're gonna still look healthy. See, that's what people don't get. Serena losing weight, but look at her. Does she look healthy? No. That stuff they use to lose weight, they don't lose weight the healthy way. Their body becomes messed up, meaning it becomes hooked, all of that. But you're going to see they look like, all right. No, it's called a treadmill. It's called running. It's called a lot of stuff. Serena Williams is promoting this, y'all. Then try to lie, say she not. Try to make it like she not. But people saying, how the hell are you an athlete and you're promoting this stuff after what it said it do to people? after what it said to do to people, you're supposed to be promoting health. Like I said, they're promoting this, alcohol. Serena Williams, where is the sports drink at? Where's the female sports bra, something like that? No, guess what? It's not her. She has, look, y'all, she in a contract. Let's just go. On Thursday, the company released a trove of publicity shots featuring the 23-time Grand Slam winner using its medicine. She pushing it, y'all. She accompanied that with a promotional Instagram post. Told you, man. Didn't I tell you they're going to use them to push all them brands in the last day? Didn't I tell y'all all of them going to be used to push low-level brands where? Online. Bingo. Just giving y'all the clarity of what I've been telling you. They're going to use them to push all brands online. Here you go, y'all. If she's on Instagram pushing this, the billion-dollar question is, who is she pushing this to? That's the billion-dollar question, y'all. And then look how she pushing it. See how everything is so evident? All you got to do is just watch. Look at her face, y'all. What is wrong with Serena? No. That's the thing that turned you into that. The men, when they cross over, they got a way they cross over. I think, woman, this is the way to make y'all cross over. Yeah, you're going to think you're losing weight. You're going to turn into something else, lady. Yeah, you're going to start getting hard, everything. Wow, man. What happened, Serena, man? It was nothing ever wrong with her, man. But when I tell you, I explain to y'all who are the freaks of this game, who are the freaks of the industry. Serena Williams is a freak. Not only was she portrayed as a thought, she actually looks weird now, like a freak. People thought I was playing. No. They are the freak weirdos of this game now. And I do not know what's going on. Shame on Serena Williams. She may be starving herself on prescription anorexia, but this putrid stunt proves she's still a greedy beast. Also saying she greedy for money, I don't know, but this is the question. Is she doing this on her own, or is somebody making her do this? I think Serena Williams in trouble too, like everybody else. Yeah. What is this about? So let's just look at this. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? So let's just be real, y'all. She's supposed to be a healthy athlete. This woman was healthy, man. What is wrong? We saw this woman healthy. What was Serena Williams known for? All right, and the sad part is we're going to talk about it. In one department, the truth is this woman was the most highly respected in the game of tennis, period. But in the other world of BT, she was only known for her ass. Am I lying? When I say Serena, what's the first thing they were saying? Her ass, right? Then it went from everybody talking about her ass. I remember when they was playing before it was even like that. Then she was known for her ass. Then next thing you know, I started seeing her with rappers. I started seeing her name in scandals and all this other stuff getting passed around. Then I started seeing her career go down. That's when she started messing with that side. When she was on the other side, I didn't see her in no trouble. I see her winning games, and I see her being respected. But when I saw her crip walking, I really knew it was over for her, and I knew she already lost her mind when I saw her crip walking. Yes. And it's also said that she was gang walking to the same people that allegedly smoked her family member. Yeah, that's what they said. But you'll clearly see her pushing this, y'all. Who is she pushing this to? Who is she pushing this to? So it's a reason why they all started getting them thick eyebrows, y'all. It's a reason for that. What is she pushing? Where is she pushing it at? Who she pushing it to, y'all? She campaigning on Instagram. Actually, I'm going to keep it real. As of now, she is their mascot, and her job is to push this all year on all platforms. Look at this. So, Serena, you didn't promote health to these women and people, but you promoting this use. And the whole point is, this some type of brand that Williams recently signed a deal to become a brand ambassador. Keyword, goddammit, mascot. All right, that's the beauty of knowing the English language. So many words mean the same thing. All right. Williams recently signed a deal to become a brand ambassador. No, a damn mascot. That's it. What is the joke of this? Guess you won't have no fat ass no more, Serena. It's gone now. Is this a joke? That's the same thing that you would use to deflate an air pump. Is this used to deflate women's asses? That's what it looked like. Looked to me like a deflator. See that? They actually made people, they tricked people to take deflators, y'all, and then pump their ass back up with BBLs. That's a deflator, man. That's Serena. No, y'all, turn to a man is real. It's very real. The men, some of the men get turned into flowers. The woman getting turned into trees. What happened to Serena, y'all? What is going on? I don't know, man. I do not know. Something is not right in Black Hollywood, y'all. Something is not right. I told you they're never coming back. Now I want you to imagine the BET Awards with all of them in the crowd. Serena Williams. Shannon Sharp sitting there front row. Tyler Perry there. Fat Joe. Yo, man. They might as well do they should have might as well do the last BET event and did Diddy a tribute on the screen and Diddy be live from prison on the BET screen. Y'all just want to thank y'all, for not saying nothing the whole trial. Might as well. Anyway, I told you they all gonna get smoked and they all gonna get bad news. Told you, man. They all are gonna keep getting bad news. The bad news is the sign of their time is up. They're gonna still get their checks because they are money. Like I keep telling you, they're gonna still get their checks because they are worth money. I will say it one more time. They are gonna still get their checks because they are worth money. That's why she is an ambassador, aka a mascot. That is it. This is her new costume, all right? This is how it works, y'all. Y'all didn't understand what bondage really was, did you? You didn't get what bondage was. Now I'm gonna ask you a question again. Y'all not getting it. If she worked her ass off her whole life, this woman was working since she was a little girl. If she's supposed to make all that money all those decades, why Serena Williams cannot just sit back and relax and enjoy her money with her family? Why is she still working? Now, not only the fact she's still working, why is she working promoting a weight loss drug that makes her look like that? Because when the history books be rewritten, they're going to use that picture of Serena right there. And all other pictures of Serena are going to disappear. Same way, if I ask y'all, how many of y'all still got y'all family pictures? How many of y'all got y'all little kid pictures? How many of y'all got pictures of your mother, grandmother, father, all your family members? How many of y'all got portraits? Same question. If you don't got a lot of physical copies, I think one day all that stuff going to be gone, y'all. Let's go. Because Serena lost her mind. See? I knew that day she was out of it. What's wrong with Serena Williams, y'all? What the hell is wrong with her? It is sad they being mind programs, especially the ones that was stars as young. They said the same thing about Tiger. Can you now see when I said it's a narrative that these people are weird now? and freaks and incompetent, slow, arrogant, not in tune with the world, like out of it, spaced out, not comprehending it's 2025. This is the narrative with all of them, y'all. When Shannon Sharpe can't choose no woman in her 30s or even late 20s, he picks young 20 at 57. That means Shannon didn't even think, yo, this might not even look right. It's showing this brain thing, y'all. It's all about their brains now. That's what's being looked at with them. When I saw that woman on TV talk, I just saw a psychotherapist talking about how people's mind are gone from the cell phones. And yeah, it's a lot of people, y'all. So she's an ambassador for, look, check it out. A new company. See, that's what's going on. Now, y'all know it's other brands. You know it's the brand that start with OZ, Joseph, okay. Then you got Fat Josephic. Then you got the other one that start with a W. You already got brands. Now, to prove to y'all, they making a push this brand because it's new on the market. You're going to push it. Get it? Meaning, sometimes people ask you stuff that you can't refuse. You're going to push it. It's new on the market. So this let us know they wanted to take off. This the same exact thing they used to do with Oprah, y'all. Oprah was used for the weight loss gimmicks too, y'all. You have to, y'all, we got to go back to how much money they made off our grandmothers and family with all that weight loss stuff back in the day. That was a gimmick back then. They were promoting, still eat all that food, just take the weight loss, take this stuff. But Oprah, that was part of her riches too. People forget that. Part of Oprah's billions, a percentage of that money come from all that weight stuff she had going on. What it was, Weight Watchers, right? That was always the gimmick too. Always was money off of that. So these companies know that. They know if people have problems with their weight, unhealthy, don't want to work out, want to take a shortcut. That's the shortcut. So that's why when you don't lose the right way, you're going to look like a shortcut. See? You see her, right? All right. Far as we know, woman, that might make you start growing stuff. We don't know. We don't know what they do. Next thing you know, woman, you start taking that, your whole menstrual cycle shut down. Next thing you know, you start growing stuff down there. You don't know. Look at Serena. I don't know, man. It's just a joke. The 43-year-old who retired from professional tennis in 2022. She just retired in the pandemic. She didn't really have time to live, y'all. She worked her ass off. She is 43 years old. This woman played tennis from a teenager. Why she couldn't retire with her money? Is she going broke? Because this is not the endorsement. We all know that she could have invested money in anything and did better than this. This woman could have had her own water. Simple. Water. Anything. So you also are seeing their business smarts and savvy. Common sense. If they ask her to do this, I can't see in my head she wanted to do this, y'all. I can't see it. Now think of Michael Jordan. Do you think Michael Jordan would endorse this? Michael, we want you to do this way, go this whatever. No, this also like steroid. You get it? Like it's like opposite of steroids. That's all it is. Steroids make you blow up fast, make you lose weight fast. Y'all trying to say she was on steroid? What y'all trying to say? This just not making no sense. That's all I'm saying, y'all. It don't. Look right here. With headline, a multi-year. She got a multi-year contract, y'all. National marketing campaign, meaning she got to push it for a couple of years. That's her money now. See, when I told you Only way they're going to eat is through certain low-level companies. Remember I said startup companies and low companies. This is a startup company. When I said they're not getting no money from no major brands. Bingo. Startup company in a multi-year contract, which means this company will be feeding her, paying her bills. And I think she also has to be a client. I'm also a client. I think also this make your voice get deeper too. All right. So you see right here what it's called, right? They got her on a marketing campaign for their version of the highly coveted GLP-1. GLP-1. So people saying, yo, Serena, you're supposed to be healthy, promoting health. Why are you promoting this? She tried to, now we're going to look at her lie, y'all. We're going to look at her telling bold-faced lies to them people. Because you know they lie to them people for a living. However, fans felt the ad and campaign was not a really good decision and flooded Reddit with their disapproval. Interested at, this is what somebody said, interested at first, but then it became obvious. It's an ad. One person said, why? Because at first it was like they were saying Serena was trying to promote. They were saying first Serena was trying to promote her weight loss like normal. She was trying to make it like she lost the weight, you know. It was nothing else she could do to lose the weight. She basically had to take it. Co-signing it. Basically, I guess, hey, guys, this is good. This is what I had to do. I had no other choice because nothing else worked. And allegedly, I think she was trying to promote it as being honest in her Instagram post, but people saw it through and was like, hold on, this is an ad. You promoting that shit. You work for them. That's what's being said. So, yeah, they turning on her, y'all. This is what she said. I was on and off the medication, and now I'm completely on. That's what she told today. It was a really good decision I had to make for my life. You know, I tried everything. I'm asking you again, how are they supposed to be so rich? Remember, DeionSanders was just in the hospital. What'd he say? He had surgery, right? He's sick. How are they so rich? The best doctors. Supposed to eat the best foods. Personal trainers. Chefs. Cooks. Workout machines. Go to gyms. How the hell are they always sick, y'all? I need somebody to explain that to me. Please. Please. Why are they always sick, y'all? Something is going on. This also means, man, that's why I say I already know what's up. Y'all DNA is already altered anyway. But I'm just showing y'all that. Let's go. This is who she used to be. I also said before, when you pay attention, you're going to see something else with Serena and her sister. They might be from somewhere else for real. I'm going to leave it at that. But this is when she was loved and respected as a tennis player. You will see to this day, she is no longer respected as a tennis player. She is only known for her ass in BT and the rapper she had sex with. But this is when she was respected as a tennis player. So this is all of this thing. Look, this is what I'm saying. This is now ruining her legacy more. The point is, you know this woman was a top-notch athlete, and we have enough brain cells to know that working out in her field, she would have lost weight. That's my opinion. So when she's saying certain things, that's why people don't buy it. It was a really good decision I had to make for my life. That's your opinion. People just want to know, why are you pushing these type of things? And like I said, now your legacy is in the trash. All right? So if she's been in shape her whole career, obviously I'm pretty sure she knows how to get in shape, how to lose weight, right? I mean, they can hire trainers. Did we not see when actors have certain movie roles, they will hire certain people to help them either lose weight or gain weight or build muscle mass, different. We see them do different things when they need to do it, right? Okay, so you now see once again Serena Williams is exposed for telling her lies to those people on Instagram, trying to influence them to take these drugs. And let's not forget how many people already taking them. Remember, it's a lot of different crises in this country. We speak about a lot of people are weird and different. We have no clue if some of the stuff they're taking. Remember, we keep forgetting all these things everybody's taking. Y'all have what? Side effects. We don't know. You taking this for that, but your brain is becoming oozy, right? Your brain is becoming liquid. We don't know that. As far as we know, as you losing weight, you guys are also losing part of your pineal gland. We don't know. All we know is people are acting weird, people are different, and people are lunatics. And a lot of us have never seen this many people infatuated with losing weight, even though they're in the house. So if you're in the house, of course, you're going to keep gaining weight because you won't go outside. It's called taking a walk, ride a bike, a treadmill, run, a track, something. But you won't do that. You guys want a shortcut in life. You want a shortcut in everything, even losing weight. So you rather let your brains come out your ass just to lose the weight. Maybe they didn't tell you the same way the fat burns out your body this time, your brain going to burn out too. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Because all I know is they telling me all these people taking these drugs, but I see people getting weird. And some people are becoming stone figures. So, like I told y'all before, if you want to look like Serena Williams, it's called crack. It's called meth. That's all you need. You get. Now you got to find this meth. You got to find the drugs, because the game is already over, but it's a little bit of residue still circulating. So if you want to lose that weight fast, all you got to do is try to find some of them good drugs, and you'll lose that weight just like that. About 90 days. Other than that, they all weird to me. So you see what's happening to her, right? I don't know if she turned into a lion, a cat. I don't know, y'all, but Serena looks fucking weird, y'all. No, look at her face, man. Her face was round. Now it's skinny and triangle. Her face turned into a pyramid. All right, so look, let's go, man. I don't know what happened to this woman. She did look like she was a goddess, but now she just looked the hardest and the artist. So I don't know what's up with her. Let's go, man. I got to show y'all this real quick. We about to get out of here. Check it out. One thing, I'm gonna show you one last thing with somebody what they said about her. Actually, quite disappointed in her. Disappointed in her, y'all. As personally, I don't believe medications should be advertised like this. Another person echoed, she just became the biggest sellout ever. Like I already thought it. Because they always been controlled. So I want you to see that is what the people saying. Because they still think that the average person is stupid and does not see through their stuff. That is also why it is over for them, y'all. That is why the game is closed up for them. Because they have no influence. And people see right through them, y'all. It's just that simple. People are smarter now. We in a smarter world. So this is why people said they disappointed her. Because they know damn well if you're an athlete, you're not supposed to be promoting no damn weight loss drugs. And they also know the drugs she's promoting have many, 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 many different side effects. So maybe when she first started taking it, this is what she started doing. Because you'll see before, she wasn't like that. Yesterday with Steve Harvey was funny. But like I said, it was funny because after I did the live, the old episodes came on. All right, so now I'm gonna show y'all something else. Who leaked the footage? What they say? Diddy's a porn. He's a porn photographer, right? All right, I'm just showing you the footage update. Now, something yesterday. Check it out. Let's speed it up. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody's exposed once again. Douce still being promoted. That's okay. How many of y'all still drink Douce? Memphis Bleak is a mascot for Douce. Yes. His job is to push Douce. He's been doing that for the past 5 years. Yeah, Memphis Bleak. He's representing for the liquor and the liquor stores and the brothers in the hood that drink that liquor. Yeah, he still works for you know who. But what Memphis Bleak don't know that I know, and people that on this channel I told, even though you should know because it's simple, it's in your face. Douce mean double cross. Just speaking about this the other day, but boom, check it out. 2025. Douce mean double cross. Also, it looked like Dunkin' Donuts in there. It also looks very what? Dark. It also looks a little bit demonic. This is what they still pushing on people. Liquor. Double cross. Didn't I speak about how that guy double crossed y'all, right? He's still pushing the double cross. Now, let me show y'all somehow. Let me show you when I say your life is a joke, your life is scripted, your life is cartoons, video games, and the joke always on you, right? It's on them too because it's going to show you something, man. This is how my days go out. Now, just so happened, being that Un is talking about Lil C's and Lil Kim, because I also said Un knows he got to take care of Junior Mafia now because Puffy's gone. All right, the diddler is gone. They call him Puffy. That's why I call him Puffy because the people he paid, they call him Puffy. So Lil Caesar call him Puffy. So Lil Caesar broke ass was sitting down with Memphis Bleak ass. They looked like they were still stuck in Brooklyn. It looked like all they got left is Douce. They last connection to Jay-Z. Now, Little C talks Biggie, Brooklyn. Why? They're going to keep talking about it. What I tell you, all y'all ever going to hear is, oh, shit. Oh, so Lil C's, they want to talk about Biggie after 97 and recently, but now that Biggie's the topic with Un and who? Big Gene. Now you want to come back, right? No. Let me find out Lil C about to start a YouTube channel. No, y'all, they going broke. They're done. They finished. When I just said the other day, the main thing with Diddy is the Bad Boy legacy is officially over, and I said that Little C's will never get another penny again. He knows this. So he has to come out. Memphis Bleak know this too. What's up? Now check this out. They're sorry, but this is what I want y'all to know. Because everything I be talking about, we keep showing y'all. I'm chilling on a nice Saturday, sunny. I'm flipping through the TV. Look at this dark ass shit. Dark ass shit. Stuck. Yeah, y'all look like y'all stuck in Brooklyn. All right. I'm so lazy. I wouldn't dare check y'all network because y'all don't have one. All right. So not only that, check this out, y'all. I'm playing around with y'all. Check this out. Let me show y'all their life. You see this? Look at the double cross. Check it out. Bingo. Look at this video game. Blood Drain. See the double cross? Blood Drain. Betrayal. Double cross. See that? Video game. Told you this is how my life worked. This on the screen. Then I flip to the game. This on the screen. Blood Rain. Betrayal. This shit also kind of like got to do with that AI stuff too. See that? What Jay-Z do to the hood? Drain that shit. Blood drain. They drank the Douce and Marcy in the hood. Blah, blah, blah. And the blood gonna drain. All right, that's it. Ambulance gonna come. See that? Huh? Pushing that blood. Y'all, you see that? See how the video game exposed them? No, it's called time exposing them, y'all. See the double cross? All right then. Still trying to double cross the hood. Hood in a crisis. They ain't doing shit for the hood, trying to make money off the hood. Keep telling you that. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Don't try to help the hood. Don't get the hood no nourishment. Hey, family, Did you see any back to school drives? They're going to hear this and start some. Did you hear any back to school drives? Did you hear about it yet? School start this week in some places and others. Did you hear any back to school drive? No. They got to hustle for their life now, y'all. They not playing. See that? I told you, whole life scripted, man, video game. See, when I say they think people stupid, they think people still don't know what double cross mean, what do say mean. Deuce, the two crosses. Huh? What's up? Everybody's still dodging what you said a long time ago. All facts. What's up? See him pushing it? See that? Who wants to drink that? I'm not even going to diss the brand. You know what it means. You know what it stands for. He looked like he's sitting like a flunky bored, like he ain't got no fucking life because Jay-Z making him push that damn liquor forever. That's it. You're going to push that liquor in Brooklyn. So you see it? In a dark, shit like a dark-ass temple. No. Blood drain. Betrayal. Because double cross means crisscross. It means cross your ass. Double cross your ass. Betrayal. Double cross. That's what it means. So you see it, right? And it's no coincidence. Same colors. See that? And this is the promotion, and then Lil C's on the show, and they do the interview. But you're gonna see, you see the Douce bottles, y'all? But they don't know that Drink Champs already, the whole shit is exposed. That Drink Champs is nothing but a what, y'all? What I told you. Nothing but a alcohol commercial. Do you see it now? It's not about Lil C's, it's about that damn Douce. They're finished. What did I say? They're only going to be online pushing brands. Till when? Until the day they die. Why? Because that's all they got left. Just going to keep showing you. I will have to take off for a couple months in order for me to not keep saying the same shit. Or for me to not say what I said already, I will have to take off for like 3 months and let everything just catch up. Because that's where we at with it now, y'all. So I'm just giving y'all updates. Who's buying the liquor? Who's buying it? Who wants some Douce? This hot ass summer, I don't think nobody will drink a liquor like that. But you're going to see, y'all. Told you rappers are pink, man. Wherever they go, pink will be right there. They don't know we know they all Dunkin' Donuts. Does it not look like Dunkin' Donuts? All right, then. Let's go. Now we're going to talk real talk, my favorite part of the show. Oh, we ain't there yet. This what I got to show you. Back to Freak Nation. Let me give you the update on the Freak Nation narrative. Lamar Odom purchases a lifelike doll representing Khloe Kardashian, promoting him as buying a doll like he's some type of perv. I just wanted y'all to see that was pushed on him before. So let's go. Let's get into the real talk. Las Vegas. LOSS Vegas. They saying this was Vegas' worst summer ever when it comes to that dollar. Meanwhile, Vegas still dealing with that Tupac stuff. Because Vegas got a black cloud over it. That's why. But not only that, I know what they're telling me. Well, we've been talking about 2/3 of the population ain't around no more. I've been talking about how a certain people have been, I don't know. It also has been a mass wrap-up of illegals. It's a lot of reasons why nobody's in Vegas. People take a lot of dirty money to Vegas. People go to Vegas to make money. I know a lot of places been victims of fire. Towns and cities been flooded out. Towns and cities been smacked with tornadoes, hurricanes. I know a lot of neighborhoods are wiped out. So I also know a lot of people wasn't spending money taking trips. Vegas feeling the effect now. Now they're crying, saying that being that Vegas took a loss, that is going to affect the rest of America. But I don't believe that. Because some states going to do what they do, whether Vegas does or not. No, I know what they're telling me. Because I told y'all something that's all tied in it. Remember when I spoke about they know that a lot of people leave Los Angeles and go to Las Vegas? That is also within the Tupac story of how Los Angeles people go to Las Vegas and bring their ways and their crime and behavior. So, being that I know since Los Angeles been getting cleaned up, I know a lot of people in Los Angeles were homeless. We looked at all the buses they live in and trailers. We looked at it all. I know what this means, part of it. They telling me that Las Vegas lost the most money during tourist season. So that means a lot of people that live in Vegas, if they depend on this money for the fall, winter to make it, that means a lot of them probably going to get laid off, and a lot of them probably going to get their hours cut. The people that left Los Angeles and moved to Las Vegas, I told you that Las Vegas was going to be a prison for anybody from Los Angeles that runs there, because they already know that's what they was going to do. Meaning, a lot of people from California went to Las Vegas, but somehow they telling me now basically that the Vegas economy is crashing. I also said that most of the black celebrities left Los Angeles and moved to Las Vegas. But now they're telling that it's common sense, y'all. A lot of people are financially messed up, but the people that travel, you think of all of the dirty money that people travel with to go gamble. You think all of the stuff in all these states that happen. It's a reason why a lot of people was not going to Vegas. They also said Canada goes there. They said this the first year Canada didn't go there enough neither, because they bank on Canadians going there. When I said that before, I said Canada knows a lot of the stuff that's going on here. They also know about all that traffic and stuff. Also, this is where a lot of illegals be hiding at in Vegas. So they might smack down Vegas when it get cold. Yeah, but they're saying that Vegas, this is their worst year in history. They going down. Stop while their percentages, the profits. Yeah, this was their worst summer. But that is, I'll prove that a lot of people not around like that no more, y'all. That's when I was talking about you're going to see it through the analytics. I was speaking about first through the YouTube analytics. You're going to see it through viewership. And now you're going to see it through tourism. Boom. Let's be honest. Let's just think in our head. Who goes to Las Vegas the most? We know all people go there. But who goes to Vegas the most? Who just went on a whole... We just going to say about the past 5 years of this thing going to Vegas. Let's say girls' trips. Stuff like that. All right? But it started from when they started bringing back out the hangover and all of that. They started boosting the economy back up in Vegas. But now they're saying it's going down. Yeah. So I just wanted y'all to see that. They already knew. Look, check it out. Let's go. Las Vegas tourism slumps this summer, signaling trouble for U.S. economy. Now, I want somebody to explain that to me. How does Las Vegas money affect everywhere, especially the East Coast? The U.S. economy, I don't know. I don't believe that part. I believe it's going to affect Vegas, what they're telling me. I'm not stupid. If anybody's going to affect is the residents of Las Vegas, because I know what time it is. All low-level people without college degrees work at the casinos for many different things. The casinos provide the jobs for the average citizens through the casino work and through the hospitality industry known as hotels and other things, banquets. So I know what's up. They telling me that the people of Las Vegas that need certain jobs, they're the ones going to suffer. Because if the American economy going to suffer, we know Las Vegas going to suffer first. But don't forget what I said. They also know a lot of people that left Los Angeles went to Las Vegas. It always been like that. They know a lot of the crime, a lot of the gang behavior comes from where? They know this already. They know when people go on the run, they go to Las Vegas. They know this. So now we're going to see some things happen. What I assume might happen, it might be slow. the whole winter. It might be like a slight shutdown. And while that's happening, some things going to happen, like Chicago. The whole town is slower. Las Vegas economy hits the brakes. So you see where we're going with this, right? That means you could have left California. Now you go to Vegas. They telling you these draws about to slow up. Because it got to get cleaned up like California, because they know when the Olympics come to Los Angeles, they know people are going to be going from the Olympics to Vegas to spend that money. It's going to be a back and forth thing. They know this. So I already know Las Vegas has to get cleaned up. I know this. I know it's cartels there. I know it's illegals there. And this is what I was talking about. Some of this stuff has nothing to do with people, but you around these environments where these people at. You deal with these other people. That's illegal. This is why you get wrapped up in it. This is why they've been trying to make it like this your fight too. But I told people from Los Angeles, they already know y'all all go to Las Vegas when I said most of the blacks that left Los Angeles went to Vegas, from the rich to the poor. Now they're telling you the economy is going to slow up. Telling y'all to your face, which really is y'all warning for the winter. Depending on what job you got. What's behind the Vegas tourism drop? And what does it mean for other cities? See, they keep talking about other cities. No, y'all need to talk about Vegas. Don't worry about other cities. Don't try to put that depression on us. See, I was trying to tell you all the depression from the West Coast states. They got their own depression. Why? Las Vegas is in a desert. So when you live in a desert, you need all the money you can get. They need the casino money. If nobody goes on tour to go see them casinos and spend that money, they don't make no money because they in a desert. Keep explaining this to people. This is the American terrain. This is what I'm saying clear as day. If I'm in a state where everything is clicking and going according to the state I'm in, that has nothing to do with me. That's Vegas. But I know y'all got to talk in codes. Y'all going to make it like the U.S. economy is going to be messed up. But really, you telling me Vegas is going to be messed up. See, I know how to read the news and what they be saying. Period. That's for if I'm in Vegas, they want you to be in La La Land. Well, everywhere else can be messed up too. I guess there ain't nowhere else to go to then. No, that's bullshit. Because like I said, y'all, I don't know what state you in. I know people in Texas, they straight. People in North Carolina straight. It depends on where you at. You know what I'm saying? People good. People good in New York, where they good in their space. It's very simple. This is why I like to use these terminologies. If I was living somewhere in the projects, I'm straight. What the fuck you talking about? I'm good. My bills is okay. I'm straight. Don't try to get me wrapped up in what y'all got going on out there. I'm straight. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. It's the same thing with the taxes. Some things going to be affected. Some things ain't. Some things don't apply to me. It depends on what you're dealing with. You the type, you want to get that big boy foreign, you want the new Benz, that shit going to cost you. You love shopping exclusive stuff from overseas, it's going to cost you. But everything manufactured right here, there's no tax on it. That's the part you didn't get. All right, so no, this shit is affecting y'all. So I also want you to see how this is the shit Americans do, y'all. Understand that this year. Like, you got Americans that have shit going on in their state, and they try to make it like it's all of us shit. No, it ain't. That's your state. I'm not going to keep explaining stuff to y'all. Some people, your life is just because where you at. Sometimes it ain't just a state, it's the city you in. If you live in Las Vegas in the desert, y'all, what you think gonna happen? That shit gonna be some hard times. And this the part of Vegas. They get turned into bacon the whole summer. They get scorched the whole summer. Because they in desert, y'all. So look at all the way there in Vegas. I explained this to y'all before. You see California, they go from California to Vegas, but Vegas is one of them states that's surrounded. That's why I call it a prison state. Look, it's people from Los Angeles their whole life. When they leave Los Angeles, they go to Las Vegas. Now we're going to look at the reality of Los Angeles to Las Vegas, when I said people that leave and run to Vegas, that's nothing but their prison, meaning they're not going nowhere, and that's not going nowhere for real. It's the same as California, but even worse because there's less resources. But I'm going to show you their reality. All right, let's just go, y'all, because I ain't going to lie, I did laugh a little bit, but just going to show y'all this shit. This is what y'all be talking about your whole life, man, going to Vegas. Still living by Death Valley. When you live by Death Valley in the desert, you're not going to have it too much. I never lived by no shit called Death Valley. We don't know about that kind of stuff. Sounds very negative to me. All I know is it sounded to me like if I live by Death Valley, I ain't going to have shit. It's just going to be dark. I'm going to be very negative. I'm going to be evil, mad. It sounds like then I'm burning in the desert, living by Death Valley. Of course, I ain't going to have shit. Thank you very much. See that? This is their reality, y'all. So you see what I was telling you? They go from one desert to a more desert. What you think gonna happen in Vegas? No, Vegas is a tourist city. You go from Hollywood, one tourist city, to another tourist city. These cities are not built for regular families. If you're a family, these cities are not for you. Really, these cities are for when you're single. I'm single, or me and my girl, we moved to Vegas. I work at the casino. I work whatever. She works somewhere. It's not for families, y'all. That's really what people don't understand. These systems are not set up like that. These systems are set up for when you go to this place, your job is going to surround this, what we got going on, these casinos. That's first. So when they telling you the money slowing up at the casino, that means the whole economy going to slow up. Whether you're a Lyft driver, that means back and forth to the casinos, you didn't make a lot of money this summer. Simple. So anyway, I'm just showing you this the reality, y'all. From California to Vegas. I'm also trying to tell certain people from Los Angeles, when you leaving, going to Vegas, this is not really leaving. No, you got to get away from that desert shit if you want to really leave. Get it? That's what it's about. But I'm going to show you. Suffering in Los Angeles, you go to Las Vegas, you're still going to suffer. And I'm really trying to say, these places are not set up for certain people to make it. Especially with no college degree. All right, so this is the whole thing you've been hearing your whole life, Los. So now you see when we left Los Angeles, see the Tupac shit? when they all went to Vegas, this is what they did, y'all. They all hopped in the car and they drove to Vegas. They've been doing this shit their whole life, man. But the thing is, man, they didn't know you're not supposed to move to Vegas. So just showing you, y'all, this life is moving on. And I'm saying that because Vegas stock is crashing for a reason. It's a reason why people didn't go there a lot this summer, y'all. It's money and a lot of other things. So I know it got to be cleaned up. You just wait for that soon. But other than that, I just had to talk about what's going on. She being fried for pushing Ozempic. Both of Deion kids might get kicked out. Calling his son not smart. But he did it to himself. So I want people to see that. That's how all of this is playing out. You only can expose yourself. You're only going to be judged by what you do. You act like a damn fool, people are going to call you a fool. Why would you try to fight on your most important game? SHILO is not even on the team officially. He's fighting on national TV against a respectable team, the Buffalo Bills. He's trying to fight people, y'all. Meanwhile, SHEDEUR fumbling, giving up touchdowns, getting sacked. They saying he holding the ball too long. The narrative on him is he's not that bright. All right, so DeionSanders, he had the rebuttal because it is now being revealed. It is being said that insiders say that it's a reason why his son didn't get drafted. So DeionSanders posts cryptic quote from the Bible. His son's getting dragged, and he went to the Bible quote, and he's talking about how his enemies will not prosper. So let's read exactly what it said so people get it clear for the people that just came. Hall of Fame running back Eric Dickerson made waves by claiming the league insiders wanted teams to not draft SHEDEUR, allegedly in an attempt to make an example out of him. Bingo. Which I feel was really towards his father. But on draft day, they didn't make it no better, because on draft day, they were celebrating before they got drafted, and they were pushing brands. So I also think part of this is they just went too hard with the whole procedure. Pushing the legendary brand before he even made it to be legendary. On draft day, wearing the biggest chain with his brand dollar sign on it. After the draft, promoting his jewelry. I think it's many, many, many different reasons why it is the way it is for him. But I don't blame him, because he's young. He don't know no better. I look at like every day he knows right here. Because you my dad. You supposed to school me. You the one with the long NFL career. You supposed to school me, Dad. Only thing is they didn't get that. It's a different day now. Since 2025 came in, I told you the world is different. They didn't understand that. That's why I keep giving you these clues that I'm getting spanked up. They didn't comprehend yet that everything is different. So they tried to still use the old plan. See, he saw the whole game with LeBron and Bronny, and that's what he tried to do. Where they're going to give my son the bag just because he's my son. All right, so we're going to let it go. As of now, it is no telling if both his sons will be cut. As of now, it looks like they are. It looks like a reality. And if they really want to make an example, I think it's very possible they just might cut him to stick it to them. Yep. That's what I think. So it worked in Colorado, but it didn't pass over the NFL. So y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Catch me on the members only. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this at 11 o'clock. Yeah. Secrets of America, part 7. No, that's not overseas. On that note, enjoy y'all Sunday. Appreciate all of y'all. All right. So the whole thing is Deionsanders let us know he was in the hospital. He let us know everything, but he did not acknowledge yet. He got words of wisdom. He quote Bible scriptures. Maybe he just need to give an honest interview and say, you know what? I could have handled things different for my kids. Maybe I should have just let them. I should have hired them agents. I should have hired everything, and I should have just stayed back. Maybe when he admit that, things be better. Until then, his kids going to keep getting embarrassed. Meanwhile, don't forget, y'all, he still got his checks. He got his $50 million. Season is in the play. He's good this whole year. But if he does not have a good season, he will get dragged this whole season. So for the Sanders family, the drama continues. On that note, enjoy y'all Sunday, and I'll holler at y'all later. 1.